Righty, we did say 25 past 6 because at some point the schedule did say 25 past 6, and I'm sticking to that.
Rock on. Should we do it as we planned, or should we do it slightly differently? I don't know. Probably
And
just
let's roll with it as we planned, and if anybody wants to chip anything in as we go along, they're most welcome.
Okay, fun. So yeah, welcome everybody to our closing event. Glad you could make it. Glad we could make it. All right.
Sorry, that was a mistake.
So,
no.
all good. Yeah, so thank you for pulling through. It has been an epic conference, and because we're geeks, we want to show you some numbers. Yeah. So let's see the next slide. All right, so total tickets purchased was 225 this year. Last year it wasn't as much as 200, so we actually grew. So that's pretty awesome. I think that's quite an achievement and says something about the quality of the event and our fantastic speakers. Let's get the next one. We had 24 fantastic speakers, including panelists, and this number probably needs to be higher because of the lightning talks. But yeah, like a lot of good speakers, and thank you very much. Yeah. Awesome. Questions asked. So this was with that with the bot. So bang question. There were more than 160 questions asked across our various talks.
168 exactly right now.
168, yes. We have the bot master here, so he can fill us in with the exact number, 168. It's worth noting, when I put those slides together 2 hours ago, it said 140 plus. Then I got feedback that said 150 plus. Then I got more feedback that said 160 plus. And the questions are brilliant, so thank you very much. In terms of YouTube views, the various YouTube videos that have been streamed have been viewed more than 1,700 times. That's obviously everybody watching at least once talk. Some people, I suspect, watching more than one, which is perfectly reasonable. There's nothing stops you doing that if you kind of got a left ear, right ear input thing going. So 1,700 views is brilliant. Thank you very much for kind of paying attention. We had one quiz and one quiz winner, Bruce Merry. Congratulations, Bruce. You got full marks. You were the only person to kind of get your way all the way through the quiz, so nicely done. This is the point at which we would announce the prize, except there isn't one. So, well done, Bruce.
You get 1 point. You get to keep it for you. Yeah.
8 special non-redeemable internet points. Credit them to your account. We also had 6 organizers in terms of the numbers, and the beauty of StreamYard is that, or an online conference, is that we're all here, which is why we asked everybody to join us on the StreamYard to literally show everyone who the organizers were. You've seen most of us. You've heard Sheena and myself give the openings and the closings, and Sheena's been session chairing and presenting talks and lightning talks and pretty much every possibility, ticked every box. Neil, Adriana, who's as down as Confluence on your screen, and Simon have all chaired sessions as well, so you've seen and heard them in various times, depending on the talks you've been on. Adam, you haven't heard from, but Adam, you've probably indirectly heard from more than the rest of us combined, because Adam wrote the bot. So every time the bot spoke to you, which was a great deal because the bot was brilliant, you were hearing from Adam. So we just wanted to take a moment to say thank you, not only to you guys for coming, but thank you to this organizing committee. There's a lot of work goes into one of these PyCons. We have been meeting weekly for months on end. There's a lot of organizational effort that goes into this. There's a lot of software writing on Adam's part. Thank you for the organizers.
Kim, you're supposed to tell them about this after you ask for volunteers to organize next year.
It was easy, no sweat.
Oh, yes, no. Trivial, no. We met once a couple of days ago, dropped it all in place. Yeah, it's fine. In all seriousness, there is some work, but it's not a ridiculous overload. We all have jobs. We all do other things as well. We all volunteered for this, and it was a lot of fun. We had a great time organizing it. I'd like to think we've delivered on a fantastic conference. I think the feedback has been that everyone's had a great time. So I just want to thank the rest of the organizers. It has been brilliant. Thank you very much. I'm hoping people will agree with us that it was a fantastic conference. Right. We also had, in terms of the numbers, 7 sponsors. 7 sponsors is a remarkable number because last year we had 2. So that is 250% increase on the number of sponsors in a single year, presenting an online conference again. So I think well done. Both thank you to our sponsors for sponsoring us. I think you've got good value. thank you to the conference organizers and the conference attendees for making sure that our sponsors did get good value. And I think we can say very much appreciated. Lots of people decided that sponsoring was worth doing, and we're very glad you did. In terms of the sponsors, I'm just going to remind you who they are.
So first up is Span Digital, and they are an innovative software and solution development firm. They really put a lot of effort into prioritizing engineering excellence in all the things that they do. And thank you, Span. Much appreciated.
Perfect. Thank you, Sheena. Our other second gold sponsor was the Takealot Group. I think I mentioned at the welcome this morning that I could see 6 items on my desk that Takealot had delivered to me over various parts of the last year and a half. I took another look around the office I'm in, and there's at least another 4 in here, so I'm kind of quite embarrassing myself now at this point. But the Takealot Group does fantastic software work, because their business is agilely run. If you're looking to find out more about what they do, if you're looking to maybe see about working with the guys, you saw a fantastic 5-minute presentation by Johan yesterday. Their details and the details of all our sponsors are on the website, will remain on the website, so please make sure to go and have a look.
Next up is Andela. And Andela are all about building teams. They're a global network of technologists, and they build remote engineering teams to solve the problems of their clients. Thank you, Andela.
First of our silver sponsors, the PSF. PSF, again, shouldn't have to tell anybody what they do. The PSF are really the fantastic stewards for Python. They make Python what it is. Just a reminder, something that maybe I mentioned yesterday that not many people necessarily know is that you are, and I mean everybody, who does anything with Python is welcome to become a member of the PSF. Head along there and sign yourself up.
Next up is OfferZen. You've probably all heard OfferZen. I'm wearing an OfferZen t-shirt right now. Yeah. So yours is in the mail. They are they're a community thing as well, but they're largely known as a way to hire great talent. Thank you, OfferZen.
And our 2 Patron partners, Thinks Canary. Thinks produce the Canary tool, which is effectively network monitoring, much as canaries used to monitor in mines. Now the digital canary monitors across all 7 continents. A fabulous piece of software if you go and have a look at what they do.
Awesome. And last but not least, Afro Labs, and they help tech startups create great products by guiding ideas along the path to building the right thing and building the thing right, which is like a very catchy thing to say. They're also very involved in educating people, which is something close to my heart. So keep up the good work, and thank you for your patronage. All right, and the last number is, again, a shout out to one tirelessly toiling bot. Thanks again, Adam, for setting that up. That was probably a lot of stress at the last minute, making sure that everything was working, and the whole team appreciates you. So thanks.
If I could point out, effectively, Adam conceived of and discussed with us the idea of running a quiz yesterday morning, wrote it during the day, and had it live to go this morning. So I think that tells you pretty much everything you need to know. We do have some plans for after the conference ends, after the end of this official closing. We are going to do some social gathering along Discord. We'll run a Jackbox game or 2 or some otherwise social gathering, and a gather.town, which is that icon you can see that's been inserted, the picture of what's up there. Look for that on Discord. The Discord channels remain open, and it'll include the games and social hangouts. And you're obviously most welcome to simply hang around in the Discord, find a text channel or a voice channel and chat away to people as you would do at the end of a long conference had we been meeting in person. One channel we would very much like to ask you to go to before you're done is called #sign the guestbook. We would love to know what you thought of the conference. Feedback is always welcome. We hope you had a good time. If, and I hope it is not the case, there are things that you didn't like, please let us know that as well. But most importantly, just let us have the feedback, and we'd love to know how we did, how it went, and what you thought of it.
Awesome. that is everything I think we have to say. So thank you, all of you, for coming through, and I think bye.
Thank you, everyone. I think that's everything there is to be said. There are lots of comments in the Python 21 closing Discord channel, none of which are froze as questions. I see there are
there is
questions
one.
we will get to in Discord. Did I miss one? Oh, so I did. My apologies. Yes, sorry. There's one. Thank you, Tabong, saying fantastic work. There's lots of messages also saying fantastic. Thank you. And a question on whether we ship the swag. No, the shag swift. The swag.
OfferZen is helping with that.
Difficult thing
There's a
to
lot of
say.
people.
Yeah. OfferZen will be helping with, but it has not happened yet. We're waiting for the end of the conference to have the final numbers and all the details before we kick that off.
Also, for those who bought tickets early, if they didn't fill in the details, then I think, I don't know where the link is, you need to provide your shipping details so that we can send you the swag.
Yes. Drop us a line or ask us on Discord. We'll help you out with that, because obviously everyone who bought a ticket, not just the ones who bought tickets when the form was asking for swag details. If you bought a ticket before swag details were asked for, please get in touch and we'll add you to the list for sure. Fantastic. I think, thank you, everyone. That is the last thing we officially have to say. Thank you very much for coming. We'll see most of you still on Discord, I hope. Otherwise, we'll see you in 2022. And thank you again for attending what has been a fantastic conference. Anybody else, organizers, anything to say, or should we bring it to a close?
Yeah, just a big thank you, especially to Sheena and Kim for being the sort of face of the conference this year. And for running around doing lots of things. And big thank you to the whole organizing team, especially for kind of coming together the last few days. A lot happens behind the scenes during the conference itself. And it was just wonderful working with all of you.
And if you want to know what happens behind the scenes and feel like organizing a conference is something you'd want to do, get in touch with us. We'd like to have more people know how it works so that it's not depending on just a few people.
It's maybe worth noting neither Sheena or I have been involved in conferences before, and it was, this is the first PyCon we've helped organize, and it was smooth sailing. It's, it's got it down to a fine art. So if you would like to be involved, and it really is something I'd encourage everyone to consider. I've said this a few times before. Use the Discord, get in touch. Otherwise, you've all got that team at ZA PyCon or email address. Give it some thought and get in touch. Perfect. I think.
Thank you to all the other organizers for sharing everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
fantastic. Thank you, everyone. We will cut this live stream and to the Discord.